Hi, this is Maureen Weaver with Keller Williams Capital Properties in Bethesda, Maryland. Today I'm going to talk about, some things to consider if you're selling your house for sale by owner. First of all, finding buyers is much more difficult if you're looking to sell your home on your own. Okay, as a realtor, we have access to a multiple listing service, which basically puts your home and the pictures of your home, the information about your home, everywhere on the internet. Okay, if somebody's looking for a home on the internet, they're going to see your home. Whereas if you're selling your home for sale by owner, your access to the buyers is much more limited. Okay, you're not going to reach as many people as you would if you use a realtor's marketing tools. Okay, that being said, you can also put a sign in your front yard. I know as a mother of 3 young children, I wouldn't necessarily want someone coming and knocking on my door and saying, "Hey, I saw the sign in your yard. Can I come check out your house?" Especially if I'm home by myself, or just really in general, having someone come off the street and come through your home is a little intrusive and uncomfortable. So, with a realtor, the people coming in and out are pre-screened. We know exactly who's coming in and out. Just from a safety standpoint, it's nice to have that sort of protection. Also, when working with a contract, our contract that we use is about 70 pages long. And the reason for that is that purchasing a home is a very expensive purchase. Okay, and there are a lot of what ifs, things that can arise after you're under contract, with the inspection, with the loan, or what if something happens, after the contingencies are up, but before you close, or, when is your earnest money deposit considered, gone, you can't get it back after what point in time. All those kinds of things can really impact your transaction. So you want to make sure that you understand all that paperwork. And also, every single stipulation in the contract is the result of a previous court case. Okay, so you want to make sure you know what you're signing and what's going to happen if something happens, during your transaction. Okay, in addition to that, purchasing and selling a home is very time consuming. Okay, if you have a job, if you have a family, if you have other things going on in your life, this might not be something that you want to take on because it takes a lot of time. Okay, scheduling for people to come in and out of your home to see it is one thing that comes up. Market, like I mentioned before, marketing your home, but then also the process of all the paperwork and getting the inspections done and setting up the closing and making sure the loans are all, going to work out, and everything like that is very time consuming. So if you're not willing to put in a lot of time to sell your home, you might want to reconsider and think about, hiring a realtor. And then also, just to go over some statistics from 2012, the research showed, NAR did a study conducting, having to do with for sale by owners versus people who sold their home with a realtor. And their research showed that people who sold their home for sale by owner sold their houses on average for $40,000 less than people who sold their homes using a realtor. It also took 19 days longer for someone to sell their home by themselves because, as I mentioned, the marketing, you're just not reaching as many buyers as you would if you're using a realtor. And then also, this day and age, only 9% of people are actually selling their home for sale by owner because they see the value in hiring someone else to do the work for them. Okay, on the flip side, as a buyer's agent, I also love for sale by owners because, as I mentioned before, not all agents are going to go around and drive through neighborhoods where their clients are looking, but I do. And if I see a sign in a yard, I will definitely call that seller and say, "Hey, I have a buyer who's looking, can we get in to see it?" And I can usually convince the seller to allow me to work on my buyer's behalf because I can sell the value of having me involved in the transaction instead of having them do all the work, in that case. And also, the reason why I love it is because there's not much competition. As I said, there aren't all these buyers that are seeing the home. So if I can find a for sale by owner for my buyer, then they're not going up against everyone else that's looking on the internet because, the marketing is just not out there. So anyway, if you're looking to buy or sell a home, please contact me. My email is maureen.c.weaver@gmail.com. Thanks so much.